the boy on the stairs. Every morning, people walked past those old concrete stairs. Some were rushing to work. Some were laughing with friends. Some were too busy staring at their phones. But nobody noticed the little boy sitting quietly in the corner. To everyone else, he looked like just another child resting. What they couldn't see was the war he was fighting inside. His stomach had been empty since yesterday. His father had left home months ago, promising to return when things got better. His mother worked until midnight, washing clothes for people who would never even remember her name. Every night she came home exhausted, looked into her son's eyes, forced a smile, and said, "Tomorrow will be better." Tomorrow came, but nothing changed. That morning, she gave him the last piece of bread in the house and pretended she wasn't hungry. "I already ate," she lied. He knew she hadn't. So instead of eating it, he wrapped it in a small nylon bag and planned to give it back to her later. That same bread still lay beside him on those stairs, because he couldn't bring himself to eat while knowing his mother was starving too. As he sat there, hundreds of people passed. Some looked at him. Most didn't. No one asked, "Are you okay?" No one knew he wasn't waiting for someone. He was waiting for hope. Years later, a successful businessman was invited to speak to thousands of young people. Standing on stage in an expensive suit, he paused before beginning his speech. Then he pulled out an old, faded piece of nylon from his pocket. The audience looked confused. He smiled through tears and said, "This bag once carried the last piece of bread my mother gave me, even though she hadn't eaten herself. I kept it to remind myself that some people fight battles without making a sound. If you ever become successful, don't just count your money. Count the lives you saved while climbing." The hall fell silent, because everyone suddenly realized the strongest people are often the ones who suffer quietly. And the saddest faces are not always the ones crying. Sometimes, they're simply sitting alone on a staircase, hoping someone will notice.